So things just keep getting worse and worse and worse for Elon Musk, and I am extremely here for it. So look at this. Tesla reportedly has $800 million worth of Cybertrucks that nobody wants. 800 million, bro. 800 million. Tesla is overstocked with Cybertrucks, the PS1 graphics-looking mobile monument to Elon's deep lack of creativity. With over 10,000 unsold units just sitting in dealerships, the stainless steel monstrosity has become more burden than an automotive revolution. Despite Musk's grand claims of selling 250,000 Cybertrucks annually and 1 million reservations that may well have been scribbled on a crumpled cocktail napkin, Tesla barely eked out 6,400 Cybertruck sales in Q1 of 2025. Wow. Oh, that's abysmal. At this rate, they'd be lucky to hit 20,000 by year's end, and that's assuming the accelerator doesn't glue itself to the floor again, or any of the many, many shocking reasons Cybertrucks have been recalled in their brief existence. That's true, bro. There were videos all over social media, too, of people who loved Elon and had Cybertrucks, and they're like, bro, the pedal got stuck in the accelerator position. I'm lucky I didn't die. Because this thing is so shoddily made. They said this vehicle is more dangerous than the fucking Ford Pinto, which was notorious for being dangerous. So why aren't Tesla Cybertrucks selling well? The Cybertruck, a once massively hyped vehicle that would usher in a new era for EVs, is now being called a flop. Even with massively discounted financing, Tesla can't move these things. It probably doesn't help when your car has been colloquially nicknamed the Swastika after the company's CEO and mascot, Elon Musk, started aligning himself with far-right movements from the U.S. to Germany. The truck has become a rolling, burning effigy in global protest thanks to Musk's charming blend of associating himself with fascists while helping the Trump administration slash and burn the federal government for no reason other than seemingly to consolidate power. Combine that with Tesla's worst sales in Europe in years and a rollback of Cybertruck production, and it's easy to see why Cybertrucks are just sitting around waiting for someone to officially label them the DeLorean of the 21st century. That's disrespectful to the DeLorean, bro. Despite desperate to offload inventory, Tesla dropped a cheaper $69,990 rear-wheel drive version in April that comes with fewer features and one assumes a complimentary disclaimer or maybe even a guarantee that something on this thing will fall off within a few months. It feels like white flags are being waved all over the place, especially as Tesla redirects workers from Cybertruck production back to the Model Y. While we can't yet write Cybertruck's obituary, the prognosis is grim. What was once marketed as the future of transportation now feels like a midlife crisis on wheels. It has simultaneously become a swastika and a Gen Xer divorce mobile, a pair of reputation-ruining associations that will take a miracle to recover from. Bro, what they say? There's like a 90% decrease in sales in what is it, the UK or in Europe. There's been a big drop in sales here when it comes to the Cybertruck. Probably Tesla more generally too is probably struggling. Yeah, they came out with their revenue numbers were fucking horrible. We discussed those recently. They're sort of cooked. The board is trying to force Elon Musk out now because he's been so devastating for them that they literally can't sell these things with him as the face of Tesla right now. And that board, by the way, is stacked with all Elon sycophants, and even they are like, "Hey, dog, you got to go, man. You got to go. You're killing us here." And so all the things put together, I mean, Jesus Christ, like I said, 90% decrease in sales in some places, can't move the things, all these safety issues around it, more dangerous than the fucking Ford Pinto. I don't even know how they approved this thing to be street legal in the first place. There's some sketchiness going on around that too, right? So I don't know. He's the world's richest man. So it's almost like he could just plow ahead because he has the ability to plow ahead. But I'm just waiting for the day, bro. I'm just waiting for the day that, everything falls apart for these guys. Because Trump even did an ad for Tesla on the lawn of the fucking White House. And that shit didn't move any units. I mean, it was the flop of all flops. When you think you can have the president sing the praises of your... And the reason they did that is because they were desperate. They were desperate. Never mind the fact people are afraid of vandalism now. How many Teslas? I've seen plenty of Teslas in real life that have that bumper sticker that say, I bought this car before Elon went crazy. Like, they're just, hey, don't throw a brick through my window, please. Hey, don't key my car. Don't slash my tires. Because that's what happens. I'm sorry, but when you are out there slashing pediatric cancer research, when you're out there cutting Meals on Wheels, destroying the anti-scam police, the CFPB, yeah, people are not going to fucking take kindly to that. They're cutting 50% of the Social Security offices, bro. Like, that's going to destroy the administrative ability of Social Security. They're trying to make it collapse under their own weight. And so, yes, now you own all that. Now you own all that. That's on you. And so, of course, nobody's going to want to be associated with your shitty product. Bro, you did multiple Zig Heils at the fucking inauguration. That alone, it should have been donezo. Because understand something. The base of Tesla, the people who bought Teslas and enjoyed Teslas, it was like relatively wealthy liberal type people. Because at the time, Tesla was viewed as, oh, it's an electric car. They're helping save us from climate change. This is the future, etc. Well, now, obviously not a liberal person under the sun is going to want to buy something where Elon Musk is the boss, right? And what, you think conservatives are rushing out to buy this shit? I'm sorry, they're not. They buy Ford F-150s. They need pickup trucks and shit like that. They're not buying a fucking Tesla or a Cybertruck. I mean, the thing is a joke, bro. The thing is a joke. So this is what happens when you give your middle finger to your own base, try to bring in a new base which doesn't fucking work. The product is way too fucking expensive anyway. And by the way, I haven't even mentioned BYD, the Chinese electric vehicles are way better and way cheaper. And Elon's lucky that there's like 100% tariff on those vehicles and they block them from coming into here. And I also haven't mentioned, in Canada, he's under investigation for fraud because they did some weird, tricky maneuvering where they got government money at the last minute trying to pretend like they sold more units than they actually did at the Tesla dealership. He's under criminal investigation in Canada. So it's all coming down around him. And I think that's wonderful. There's got to be consequences for his actions. There just has to be. And this is like the lowest hanging fruit in terms of going after him for crimes when it comes to Tesla and the Cybertruck. But in reality, he should be going down for violating the Impoundment Control Act and violating Congress's ability to have the power of the purse and usurping both the president and Congress and slashing government money based on nothing, based on what he wants to do to go after the fucking the agencies that regulate him. So it's all catching up, bro. 800 million worth of Cybertrucks that nobody wants. But those are rookie numbers. We got to get that up. There should be 0 Cybertruck sales from now until the end of time. And this company should collapse into a shell of itself. And just like, what did Tim Walz say when he was saying, I like to see the line on Tesla stock go down? You're not going to shame us into fucking, oh, how dare you say that? Oh, but there are people who work for the company. Oh. Like I said, there need to be consequences for slashing pediatric cancer research, destroying Social Security, cutting Meals on Wheels. There need to be consequences for that. And if that comes in the form of effectively economic boycotts that ruin his companies, I am fucking absolutely ecstatic about that. And you're not going to bully us into backing off of that. And by the way, it's also hilarious because the right, nobody likes to try boycotts more than the right. Now, usually they're boycotting over some dumb shit. But it's not like I'm, as a matter of principle, anti-all boycotts. No, I just want to boycott the companies that are actually harming people and being shitty, right? And in this instance, oh, they have more than earned it. More than earned it. All right, guys. That's the show, y'all. You know the drill. I love you very much. Everybody, please click like, click subscribe, all that fun stuff. Click that bell icon so you get a notification every time a video drops. You can support the show on Patreon. That link is below. That helps out massively. Remember, we're real independent media. I've never talked to an advertiser. I've never done an ad read. I've never talked to a billionaire. Never talked to a government or anything like that. You guys fund us from the ground up, and we have the default ads on YouTube. Go subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends as well. We got some cool interviews coming up in the future. And also go subscribe to Corin's World, the YouTube channel. We've been dropping the Kyle and Corin episodes over there, and we haven't missed a week since we did it. So hook my boy up with a sub. We're trying to get him to 100,000 subscribers, and he'd be super excited about that. All right, guys, I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.